Did you know Wonderful Pistachios is a complete protein providing all 9 essential amino acids? They are also one of the highest protein snack nuts. Each 1 ounce serving has 6 grams of complete protein, which is 12% of your recommended daily value. The best part is, Wonderful Pistachios comes in a variety of flavors and sizes, and they are so delicious. They're perfect for enjoying with friends and family or taking with you on the go. Check out wonderfulpistachios.com to learn more. Welcome to the Mindset Mile podcast, the show that'll leave you empowered to take action towards becoming the turned up version of your already awesome self. I'm your host, Aisha Zaza, and I'm so glad you're here. Let's go. Hey fam, welcome back to the Mindset Mile podcast. This episode is brought to you by Upswing Fitness, the fitness app launching on October 20th that is going to change the game when it comes to finding the best workouts, trainers, and community in online fitness. Before we get going today, I want to ask you, how have you been? If you're in California, then high five for making it through the heat wave. Santa Barbara is one of those towns that rarely needs air conditioning, so nobody has it. But every year, those couple weeks that get scorching hot, it's like living in a furnace. So we made it. Here we are, mid-September, well on our way into fall. And I hope you are looking forward to and have some really fun plans the last few months of the year. Okay, next question I want to ask you is, what do you convince yourself of that you are disqualified to do? Maybe you're like, I can't really think of anything major that's come up in my life that I need to feel super qualified for. But I want you to think beyond a big job qualification. What have you given pause to because you feel like you don't add enough value or that you aren't good enough to be? You know this story of mine about believing how I was not a runner because I couldn't go out and run 5 miles. That was the arbitrary quantity I believed qualified me to be a runner. And since I wasn't going out and doing that consistently, well, I just put myself in this box of I'm not a runner. And that's what I believed. And what that did was keep me from running any miles. And for years, I would go on to this stop-start pattern of giving running a try and then feeling like I failed when it didn't come easily or I wasn't getting any better, even though I was doing it so sporadically. What bizarre expectations, right? But this way of thinking and operating is more common than it is not. And that's the whole reason I even started this podcast. Maybe you follow and adore the work of interior designers or fashion bloggers and influencers because you share a passion for design and creativity. And maybe you've wanted to step in that space for a while, but you think because you don't have a massive audience or that you've never done any formal education or work in that trade, that you don't really know what you're doing. Maybe you're a parent, be it a working parent or a stay-at-home parent, and feel so incredibly blessed to be able to be that role for your children, but you feel lonely or like what you do is never enough or feel guilty for not loving every phase or moment of parenthood. And maybe because of that, you've had moments of doubt that you're a good mom or dad because you think in order to be one that you need to love every step of the way. Or that a good parent does Pinterest-worthy activities with their kids every day and throws Instagrammable themed parties. Maybe you've held yourself back from even just supporting someone else in person or online who's going through a similar struggle as you, and you didn't want to comment or you didn't want to share because you thought, well, what could I possibly have to share that would make a difference to this person? Here's a big one. You're in a position to charge for a service, but feel like what you're providing isn't worth the rate you know you can or want to charge. Unfortunately, I know many more women that suffer from imposter syndrome when it comes to charging money for a product or service. And the last example I want to give you is that maybe you disqualify yourself from enjoying simple pleasures in life because you don't feel like you deserve it. If you've ever considered yourself to be a self-destructing type person, then you will know that this relates to how you feel about being happy or enjoying taking time off or even just taking a vacation. Do any of these scenarios ring a bell? Hey guys, my sponsor Get the Tea has a unique selection of organic, non-GMO supplements and teas made right here in the US. Their teas are for cleansing your gut in a very gentle yet effective way. They have formulated just the right blend of natural herbs that will clean your body and help keep your colon healthy. And they've given their website a makeover to make ordering a lot easier and user-friendly. For September, if you order the code ZAZA32, you'll receive a bottle of their Alley Beet supplement for $32. This product has stabilized allicin, beetroot powder, D3, zinc, and vitamin C. It's great for maintaining blood pressure and boosting your immune system. You can get it on sale during the month of September for $32 if you enter code ZAZA32. Go to getthetea.com. Self-disqualification is the biggest disqualifier there is, and guess what? It's also the most untrue. It's a destructive internal dialogue that will keep you small for as long as you let it. And maybe you're thinking, well, that's easy for you to say, Aisha. You've got X, Y, and Z going for you and a podcast. And, I am not immune to the things I talk about or share on this podcast. In fact, I had and sometimes do still have these very same feelings, especially having a podcast. I mean, I'm nobody special. I'm not a certified life coach. I'm not a Forbes 40 under 40. I don't have 1 million social media followers. I mean, shoot, I don't even have 20,000. But here's what I do believe. Build it and they will come. Start before you're ready. Believe you already have everything you need to get started or be successful or be happy. It's already within you, even if you don't see it or feel it right in this very moment. One of my favorite quotes is, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. What goes on between your two ears is the most true qualification you need to do whatever it is you want to do or whatever it is you want to believe about yourself, whether that is to start a business or to be a good parent or to run a marathon or start a food blog. What you focus on grows. And instead of thinking what you're not, I want you to start thinking about what you are. So instead of thinking to yourself, I'm not a runner because I don't run 5 miles. Think, I have the ability to show up and run 1 mile. That makes me a runner. And here's a friendly reminder. No matter how much you ever do of anything, you can always find someone doing more. So stop looking for it. You could feel really pumped about the 5K you just ran the other weekend and then go online and be reminded that there are people who run half marathons or even ultra marathon races and easily think that your effort doesn't count or qualify you to be a runner. You can make 6 figures and feel like you're rich and doing great, and then look at someone else who makes 1 million and suddenly you feel like you're not making enough money. Stop looking for a reference point to determine your value and worth, because when it's always in relation to someone doing or having more than you, you will always feel disqualified. You are enough. You have enough to share, and what you add makes a difference. That is the truth. You hear me? Thank you so much for taking a few minutes out of your day to plug into the show. If this episode spoke to you, please be sure to share it on social media and tag me at Aisha Zaza so I can come along for your personal growth journey and say hi, give you a virtual high five. I cannot wait to see you next week. And until then, make it a great day.